My name is Julia and I live currently in Vienna in Austria. And now I can tell you some things about the current situation with the coronavirus, how it is in Vienna and in Austria at the moment. We are now in the 7th week of the lockdown. We started with the lockdown in the middle of March and now we have the last week of April. So now there's already many things changed. At the beginning, we had a really hard lockdown, I would say. There were many rules. Basically, we couldn't really do anything except for going to buy food, help others, or some people who had to go to work, they were allowed to go to work, but there were only 4 reasons to go outside. I mentioned to buy food, to help others to go to work, and to go for a short walk, because you can't stay inside the house the whole day. But apart from that, there was no reason when you were allowed to go outside. This already changed a lot, thanks God. The numbers in Austria were quite good, I would say. At the moment, we have only 2,000 people who are tested positive with the coronavirus. Actually, today it was the first time less than 2,000 people. So the development is going good here in Austria, I would say, thanks God. And now there were some measurements taken to make life easier again. For example, now we're allowed to take the public transport again for our free time. That's especially good for me because I need to do sports, I need to go outside, otherwise I don't feel good, and it's really pressure in my mind, and it's making me so sad if I have to stay in the whole day. So for me, I was so happy when I heard that I can take the train to go out again and to go hiking again. I did that many times now already. And now when May is starting, there are some other new rules. For example, all the shops can open again. Already, I think 2 weeks ago, smaller shops could open again, but now, next Monday, all the shops can open again. And the hairdressers can open again also. Mid of May, even restaurants and cafes are allowed to open, and end of May, hotels probably. I even heard that end of May also the swimming pools are allowed to open again. I'm really glad to hear that things are becoming better, because actually in the beginning I was quite stressed with the situation. I'm really one of the lucky ones, I have to say. I'm living here in a quite big flat. I was not alone. I had my flatmate with me, and I still have work, and I could do home office. I was so lucky. There were so many people who lost a job in Austria. I think there are more than 1 million people who lost their job, and people who were forced to work less. But for me, I was not forced to work less, and also nobody mentioned that I could lose my job in the future, so it's quite safe, I think. The only thing that changed, of course, was I should do home office. So I'm doing that since 7 weeks, and I have to continue that for another 2 weeks minimum, maybe more. But we'll see, and it's not such a big problem. I mean, I have to do something, and that's really, again, something which keeps me calm and which helps me to deal with the situation. I have something to do and I feel needed, and that's also what I really need. Well, yeah, our government did quite a lot, I would say. In Austria, they feel like a role model for the rest of Europe, I think. Our chancellor is quite proud of the development. And even Germany is copying the measurements from Austria, more or less. But I think Germany is also doing well. I'm following all the developments here in Austria and as well in Germany, because actually I am from Germany, so I'm of course interested how it goes there, and I think both of the countries are doing good, thanks God. So yeah, we'll see how it will be, and maybe we can still have a nice summer, I hope so. Especially for my work, it would be important that people can travel at least a bit. I'm working with international students, and we are dependent on movement between the states. Borders are closed at the moment, so it's not so easy. The international students are really worried if they can come back to Vienna, if the next semester will take place. At the moment, everything's only online, and it's working not so good sometimes. For example, today the IT system crashed down several times. Yeah, it's new for us all, and it's exhausting for us all at some points. But actually, like I said, I'm the lucky one in this situation. I can't complain. And I hope it will become better and better. We're on a good way, I think, here in Austria. I hope in the other countries as well things will become better.